You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Changeling Tale, Grace's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alrighty. They shine just like fish scales. Applying a bit more pressure, a few flakes come off onto my thumb, and there's no doubting it. They seem to be affixed. I turn her arm over and again, in search of glue or some other method of decoration. I appreciate her fondness for the sea, but decorating herself like a fish is ridiculous even for Grace. Grace, what is this, a new cosmetic? Her face drops as if I have personally offended her. No, it's me. It's real. I don't know whether or not to be worried. The scales certainly look authentic, but the notion is as incredible as it is far-fetched. Grace, is this some kind of hoax? People don't grow scales. I assure you, I've no means to plaster scales over my body, Malcolm. Wait, all over? Yee, all over indeed. She leaps from the water, still half covered in bubbles, and spins for me. Water splashes about as she twirls. Just look at me! Grace continues spinning, and the late morning sunlight grazes every spot on the exposed parts of her torso. I'm breathless at both her body and her skin. The sparkles trail down her thighs. My voice gets caught in my throat, the words held up by my anxiety. What's going on? I hesitate to ask if something has infected her, or otherwise inflicted a virus upon her. The last thing I want to do is offend Grace again. It can't be real. Malcolm, if I were going to prank someone, it would be dear unsuspecting Marion, not you. But I'm utterly speechless. I seem to have that effect on people. She spins and spins, her wet hair and body spraying water as they go. I shine just like a cork-wing wrasse. I dare say it's beautiful, don't you think? It's disturbing. I guess so. I can't deny that her skin has taken on a pleasant luster. Like a finely ooh, hold up. That seems to be a very important choice. Okay. Okay. I can't deny that her skin has taken on a pleasant luster, like a finely polished piece of mother of pearl. Can it really be called beautiful? Yes, it is, but what is it? Time to bang a fish person. No. But, honestly, bet. And just as fast as she came out of the water, she flops back in. My hand goes back to her skin. As my fingers continue to glide up and down her arm, tingles go through my chest. My heartbeat speeds up, and those sparkles on her skin spread more evenly, as if responding to the touch. There's beauty to it, but it's just so troubling. I'd hate to confirm Marion's fears, but yes, something's very amiss in this lavvy. Does it hurt or feel odd? It's a sensation like pins and needles. Sharp stings, but somehow it feels fine. Normal even. I just don't understand it. She shows me her arm again, and as she speaks, the shiny patches of skin across her arm go from glowing translucence to a pallid white. Just watch, Malcolm. This is why I have to stay in the water. Fear creeps back in. I feel it tightening my throat. I hold tightly to her arm. The skin hardens, flakes for... Oh, 1 second, yeah. Water time. Let's do this. There we go. What the fuck? This isn't Marion's path. This is Grace. Not today, cowgirl. I am a sea serpent man. The skin hardens, flakes form and fall off, leaving bits of residue on the floor. She twists her arm from my grasp and slips it back underwater. In the open air, it gets so itchy. It becomes uncomfortable to be in my own skin. I want to get back to the ocean, but I can't leave Marion. Not now. Not with Jessie gone. That's why I haven't left the bathtub all morning. And you're not dried up like a prune. Hardly. Grace straightens up. Her bent knees hit the air, the water barely covering the rest of her chest. She extends one leg to the sky, and my heartbeat quickens. I'm once again reminded that scales or not, I'm in the presence of a very lovely, very confident, very naked woman. And will you look at this? I swallow and cautiously examine the foot she waves my way. My gut is telling me to be wary of contagions. If this is some type of transmissible skin condition, I'm not about to catch it. The surface of her foot looks normal, so I inspect more closely. She continues to flick her toes in my face. Grace, you're getting water into my eyes. I can't see. Oh my. Sorry. Oh my. I rub my eyes. This is definitely not a simple skin condition. Thin, wide flaps of skin are building in between her long toes. Are those? No, they couldn't be. This is all so ridiculous. They're webbed. Like flippers. I inhale sharply and drop her foot into the tub, jumping up as the water splashes. Hey, watch it! I am watching, whatever it is, Grace. Just as suddenly as her excitement reached its peak, it diminishes again. I can tell I've upset her. But it's not that bad, right? I mean, you haven't run away. Where would I run? I feel frozen in place. My head is spinning, and I think I'd rather be mucking out Hazel's stall than dealing with this bizarre situation. Malcolm, it's lifted such a weight off my shoulders, even just telling someone. So you're just going to stay in here until when? The doctor arrives? Jesse comes home from work? I don't understand. It's not happening, Malcolm. With any luck, maybe my skin will adapt to the air. Grace shrugs again. But I'll have to get into the lock somehow. Wouldn't you prefer that it get better? Yes, like spread all over my body. No, like disappear. Grace's enthusiasm is returning and has me dumbfounded. No, let it cover every inch of me, head to web toe. Oh, Malcolm, imagine me so shiny, so fluid in the sea. I bet I can swim faster. I'll stay warm in the coldest of ocean tides. There's a sharp rapping at the door. What's going on in there? Is everything all right, Grace? Malcolm, at least tell me you're fine, please. I can't let Marion see me like this. She'll panic, even more than usual, and... Grace's already quiet voice drops to a whisper. She'd never let me have this. My sister would find a way to make it go away. I just know it. It sounds like a perfectly rational reaction to me, but I also can't bear to see Grace in such genuine distress, even if it's for all the wrong reasons. We're fine, Marion. We'll be out in just 1 minute. No, we won't. Grace hisses and whacks me with her flipper foot. Ow, calm down. What's that? Just 1 second. I turn to Grace. You have to get out of that tub. Your sister will be stricken with fright whether she sees you like this or not. I grab both Grace's clothes and a damp towel. Try wrapping yourself in wet fabric. It may at least alleviate the itching until we can figure out what's happening to your body. While she takes the garments, Grace also gives me a painted but resigned expression, eyes pleading, lips frowning. My heart aches as she pouts. I know, just let me duck out briefly. I'll try to smooth things over with Marion. Despite Grace's protests, I step out and close the bathroom door. There, Marion stands, impatiently tapping her leather sole against the wood floor. The thumping echoes against the walls. Well? She's a fish. A fish, a fish, a fishy, oh. I wonder where that fish did go. Ooh, fishy, fishy, fishy. Alright. Nothing to fret over. Your sister's just had an eventful day. Give me just a little longer and I can... The words haven't left my mouth before Marion charges the bathroom doors. A moment later, I hear her burst out into tears. I wonder if I've made a terrible mistake in letting myself be brought here today. I follow Marion to the lobby and see that the bathtub is empty. Grace is gone. So is her dress. A trail of water leads from the tub to the open window. Grace! Grace! We both crowd the window, but see not a trace of her. Oh. No, not Grace too. Too? She's safe. This is about Jesse. Jesse? Malcolm, this is all my fault. Jesse's gone. Grace is miserable. I can't even keep our family together. I failed. Marion collapses on the floor in a puddle of linens and tears. The level of drama in the Cloud home would rival that of any romance novel Gran ever read. Half of me wants to laugh and to scream. Wait, what? Marion, tell me what's really going on here. Jesse's gone, you say? Through her sobs, Marion chokes out the story. Yes, she took off sometime overnight, left a note, disappeared off to the city. I don't know when we'll ever see her again. Marion pulls a crumpled letter out of her pocket, handing it to me. Dear Marion and Grace, I have to go. My heart is no longer in this tiny village. It is holding me back. I am holding myself back. I am leaving for Glasgow and hope to be settled by the end of the year. Do forgive me for my sudden disappearance. Know that I love you both and don't want you worrying about me. I've only left so quickly so as to not be stopped in the pursuit of my dreams. I will write when I am able. Yours, Jessie. P.S. Please forgive me for taking Mother's silver locket. As I read, I can hear Jessie's voice in every word. Her desire to part ways with this one-horse town was never going to be quelled by shimmying at the Stag and Nanny for the local drunkards. Although I don't know if the city drunkards are much of an improvement. It takes a moment to process this second revelation of the day. By comparison, it seems almost mundane. I can't say I'm surprised, but I certainly won't admit that to Marion. Marion, I'm so sorry. I'm sympathetic to her plight to hold her family together, especially under the circumstances, but suspect that Jessie can take care of herself in the city, even thrive, I imagine. Convincing the sullen woman in front of me of that truth is a different matter. Part of me regrets having ever gotten sucked into this family's sordid affairs. I know them to be good women, but even my years of service never trained me for these sorts of complicated situations. Instead, I try to think of what words of wisdom Gran might offer. This must be very overwhelming for you. And she hasn't even seen Grace's flippers yet. I'm not about to break that news now. I'm losing everything! Everyone! I reach out to Marion, lifting her to her feet. Come, let's get you somewhere more comfortable. She's unsteady, and I get her as far as the kitchen table before I know I ought to leave. Let me help if I still can. Grace can't have gone far. I'll find her. Bring her home. Please don't think you've let one down. Far from it, Marion. Marion's eyes are swollen and puffy. I hate seeing you like this. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there for the night. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that notification bell. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!